Hello, what's up? Welcome back. It's Maisie, and today we're going to be doing a year tag plant edition. I've seen people do this with books, so like the book tag, but I was looking and I haven't really seen anyone do this with plants. So I thought that it would be kind of fun, hopefully. I've just wrote down a few of my own questions, and then I'll just take you through some of the plants and just talk about some of the specific plants that I have written down. Okay, so I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 questions. Okay, so I've got 8 questions, just some like basic questions that I thought of. If you enjoy this, then maybe I could do this as like a yearly thing, and then you can ask me the questions yourself next time, because it's a little bit weird me asking myself the questions, but anyway. Okay, so let's just start with how many plants I bought. So the plants that I actually just bought was 6, which is not a lot really, but altogether the plants that I collected altogether was like 18 or so. So the rest I got through trades or I just got given them. Yeah, technically I got 6 plants, but I have also got 5 on the way, which I ordered those plants in November, so I don't know if that counts or not. They're not going to come till next year though, so, but I'm just going to mention that I've also got 5 plants that I brought coming as well, but they're not coming till next year, so I'm not going to mention them. It's going to be a surprise. Anyway, so I'll show you the plants that I bought this year. Okay, my desk is crammed at the second, but I'm just going to show this one first because I need to hang this back up. But the first one is I got this monkey tail cactus at the start of the year, I believe. This has actually grown quite a bit. It is growing it's growing really weird, honestly. I don't know how I feel about this end growth. I probably will end up chopping it, but I'm just like letting it do its thing, and I don't know, I just find it quite funny. It's just a really quirky plant. I can't remember like the scientific name of this. It's like kind of hard to pronounce, so I'm just gonna put that on the screen. But yeah, it's doing really well. I will show a before clip of when I first bought this, but yeah, I think I just bought this as like 2 or 3 tails, and yeah, it just settled in really nicely, started growing really quickly, and it's even got some new little pups in there as well. I think it's grown like 3 or 4 extra pups since I bought it, so that's amazing. And yeah, this is what it's looking like. So I'm always just finding myself just randomly stroking it because this is, I don't know, it's just such a different plant. And number 2, again, I will show the before clip, is this Anthurium bisaeaf crystallinum, which has also grown quite a lot. I bought this as like a little seedling. It was so cute, and yeah, I just can't believe how much it's grown, especially this leaf. Like, I'm literally obsessed. I'm always looking at it. It's been in this pot like basically all year, and look at those fruits now. Yay, it's so exciting. So I'm gonna be putting that up soon. Oh my goodness, I just realized it's also pushing out those aerial roots as well. So yes, this is going to be having a makeover soon. There is 2 plants in here, so one is actually growing more slower and has got smaller leaves, but this second plant, the shape of it, I'm actually noticing it's growing differently from the other one. Like, I don't know, they're just more pointed. Like, none of my older leaves from this like big plant never grew pointed, which is weird. Like, actually quite a few of them are just like pointed. Well, that one's pretty round, but, and that one as well is pretty pointed. So yeah, so that's quite interesting. Imagine if I had 2 plants in here, that would be amazing. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they're the same plant, but I don't know why this one is growing to be more like elongated and pointed, where this one is like very round. But anyway, my Anthurium, I love her. She is definitely one of my favorites this year. I'm really glad that I spent the money on her, because I didn't know exactly what I was going to be like getting. I know what like the parent plants look like, but I didn't I don't know exactly what this one's going to look like. But the parents are such like beautiful plants, so, and this is already looking so beautiful. So yeah, I really can't wait to see how this matures even more. Another one that I got is, oh my gosh, this is so short, is this Croniana Eskimo. I feel like this hasn't grown that much, but I mean, I did just chop like a load of cuttings a couple months ago. Otherwise it would have been like way longer. But yeah, another favourite of mine. I'm always talking about this plant, so I won't talk about this too much. But yeah, a beautiful variegated silver plant. This lives in my cabinet. Actually, I'm pretty sure they all do, apart from my monkey tail cactus. Yeah. Yeah, she probably needs a repot. Oh, yes, she does. Have I even ever repotted her since I got her? Oh, I don't think yes, I have. Yeah, so this one's going to need a repot as well. I mean, it's not well, kind of is, but yeah, it's not my priority list, but it's doing really well, really easy to take care of. Yeah, it's just like a really, really bushy, easy, beautiful Hoya. Okay, another one that I got, I don't know when I got this exactly, but this is probably the one that has grown the least, is my silver sword. I love this plant, love the colour of it. It is growing up a moss pole. The leaves are still very small. Actually, the last couple of leaves have been smaller than the rest. And there is again 2 plants in here. Technically one I brought and the other I was given, so this is like half the one that I brought. But anyway, but oh my goodness, I love that silvery blue. That colour is just really, really gorgeous. But yeah, it's taking a little bit, to be honest, I think it needs to be closer to a grow light, because the grow light is like very far away from the leaves. So I think it needs to be closer to the grow light if I want to get that bigger shape. But yeah, it's just taking a little bit of time to size up at all, really. And it is a slow grower, I will say that. Yeah, not much else to say. My silver sword. Did I even say this is my silver sword? Yeah, this is my silver sword. Well, technically, it's actually not a silver sword. This is just this silver. Oh, what is it called? The silver queen? No, silver prince. I get so confused with all these different like varieties of a silver sword. Like they all look the same to me, to be honest. But yeah, a silver plant. Okay, this one, which has I'm gonna say maybe has grown the most. Here is my beautiful alocasia silver dragon. Yeah, so this is like one of my favourite alocasias. This has grown so much, has also sized up so nicely. I just love all the different kinds of leaves. Like some of them are just, oh my goodness, they are so, I mean, this leaf is stunning. This is one of my favourite leaves, and I don't know, they just all have different shades and colours to them. So some are more silver, like it's not really picking up that much, but this one is more silver. This one's more like, I don't know, that dark green really stands out, and then the newer leaves are more like light green. There's just all different variety in them. I don't know if you can see, like this one. Yeah, this one is like almost like a deathly white. Like, I mean, that's one of the oldest, so that's probably why. But yeah, I love this plant. It has also got 2 plants in there, so I oh, what is that? What is that? This also pushes out corms. Like I have harvested 3 or 4 corms from this, and has also given me 3 blooms, which is amazing. My first alocasia blooms, absolutely crazy. I put one of the corms back in to the mother plant. This also desperately needs repotting. So yes, one of my easiest alocasias. Oof, yeah, this is like my priority. I'll probably be doing it this week, although I keep saying that every week. just has not been done. But like the roots, like this, seriously, I mean the soil is really terrible. There's just roots sticking out everywhere, so this really, really needs better soil. I mean it's thriving though for being neglected a little bit. This lives in my cabinet. It's just giving me no worries, and yeah, I just definitely recommend that to everyone. Okay, and the last plant that I almost just broke off. No! No! I just ruined the leaf. It was so gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I'm really annoyed with myself. Okay, yeah, okay. Anyway, so this is my Philodendron Majestic. This definitely, by how it looks now, has not grown a ton since I bought it. But this actually a few months ago was almost at the top of the pole. I had like 4 or 5 leaves, maybe 5 or 6, I can't really remember, but I chopped it right down to the last leaf, which was this one, because I was doing trades. And everyone wanted this plant. But anyway, it's just recently pushed out this new leaf. Yeah, so you can see, oh my goodness, I mean, the Majestic, I love it. I'm just so grateful to have this, because yes, it's absolutely stunning. Yes, and I just damaged it. I mean, don't even get me started. It's not lighting better. I think that lighting is better. I'm sorry, the lighting is really weird because I'm filming at night and I'm using my ring light, so I don't know. Anyway, my Majestic, yes. So otherwise this would be a lot This will be a lot bigger, more leaves, but I chopped this right down. So yeah, this is why it's only looking like this. So I'm really going to work on this to get it back to being beautiful again. I mean, it is beautiful, but you know, I really want to try and mature this. No more trades for her. That is all the plants that I bought for 2023. Like I said, I've got 5 more on the way, which is very exciting, but I'm not going to show you them until next year when they come. So, okay. The next question, my top favourites of the year. So I'm not going to go into this too much. I probably will only just mention a couple because I'm doing like a whole video of my top 10 favourites for the whole year. Let me just talk about this one first. So one favourite of mine this year has been my Anthurium Silver Blush. Yeah, Anthuriums have just been... I have just been obsessed with Anthuriums this year. It was funny because at the start of the year, it was one of the plants that I really did not like. And then, I don't know, something changed and now I'm obsessed. I just want like dozens of Anthuriums. Anyway, so this is my Silver Blush, which I've had for just over a year. So when did I get this? Like... December? Yeah, I have no idea when I got this. Over a year, I think. So yeah, I've really enjoyed watching this grow, watching that silver increase and getting those big leaves because it is just sized up really easily, really beautifully as well. It just like stands out. This was my last leaf that I got. And I don't know why, oh my gosh, I can't get this. I don't know why it just came out really ripped and damaged, and I have no idea why. But there is, actually I shouldn't touch this too much, but there is a new leaf. Oh, okay, I'm not going to touch that. Oh, actually, let me just, there you go. There you go, baby. There's a new leaf right there, so I'm hoping, it's looking perfect at the minute. Let me just show you what they look like because they start out extremely small, and I bet you it's going to be way bigger than these leaves. Okay, just spilling water everywhere. It just sizes up every day, and I just love watching Anthurium leaves size up every day. And I recently potted it up as well. So, and oh my goodness, look at those roots already. Like, you can just see. I just love the Anthurium chunky roots. Like, they're so satisfying. So yeah, it's there's another one down there. I think it's definitely gonna love. I mean, to be honest, it's gonna need a bigger pot soon as well, but anyway, I'm going to put this back because I don't want anything to happen to this leaf. I just want to show you her. This has definitely been one of my favourites for the year. Another big favourite of mine, which has just my love for this plant has deepened every leaf it's given me, and that is my Philodendron Gloriosum. And I recently just did a little shorts video just for her little makeover of when she got repotted into this new pot. She's gonna love this so much. She is looking a little bit like floppy, droopy a little bit, but I mean, maybe she needs watering. I just think this plant is absolutely beautiful. I just love the big heart-shaped leaves and the veining. Each leaf just has more veining to it, and yeah, I just think it's stunning. And it is a crawler, which I only have 2 crawlers. Technically I have 3 because I have another Gloriosum, which is not doing very well at the moment, but this year it's really just taken off, which I'm pleased about because I've struggled with Gloriosums, and it's been the year for this guy, so yeah, I really love her. And then another favourite, which probably is not surprising, is my Florida Ghost, because I feel like she's been in like every other favourites video. I love this plant, always talking about her. I love how far she's come. She's come a long way, and she definitely needs a repot. I think she's beginning to be a little bit sad because she's been well watered, and this leaf is really floppy, and it's just looking a little bit sad. So this is like really desperate for a repot, to be honest, and a pole. It's like looking to climb up something, so I will be giving this pole and a repot soon. This is like a priority again. But yeah, I mean, again, it just has sized up so easily, so quickly. I love all the leaves are just so different. So yeah, that's another big favourite of mine, and that is my top 3 favourites I'm just going to be talking about for this particular question, because like I said, I'm going to go into this deeper in another video. So if you want the rest of the plants, then stay tuned for that. Okay, my least favourites. Oh, that's hard. My least favourites? Do I have any? I'm not sure if this one counts. I suppose it does, because all year I've been done with this plant. This is my Monstera adansonii, and it's just, yeah, I've just been done. Ew, there's cobwebs. Is there a spider hanging around this plant? Okay, anyway, yeah. Yeah, it's just taken all year to finally start looking happy, and I'm only just really in the last couple months started to really appreciate this plant, and I'm actually really hopeful and excited about this. I mean, oh my goodness, look how stunning that leaf is, like half fenestrated. That is actually really gorgeous. So yeah, but I mean, overall this year I've just been really done with this plant, so I'm glad that it's finally, I mean, I'm not going to speak too soon, but I'm happy to see it finally start doing well, and hopefully that continues. That's probably as far as my least favourites go, because literally all of my plants I have been obsessed with, and they've been doing so well. So yeah, there's not really any that I've really disliked, because all the ones that I've disliked I've just given away. So but that leads us to the next question, which is the ones that I got rid of. So I've gotten rid of I've gotten rid of a few actually. 1, 2. So I've actually given away 7 plants this year. I don't think I've chucked any, but I've just given away those plants, and I'm not going to go into all of them. There was a few cactus, a couple succulents, like my big main plants that you mostly saw was my begonia rex. I'll put a picture on, but that was just an impulse buy, to be honest. I was just caught in the moment, I think. Yeah, I just fell out of love with it really quickly. I mean, it is beautiful, but I don't know. It was just, I don't know, it was just taking up space that I could replace with a plant that I really love. So I give it away, and it's doing really well, and it's with a friend, so I'm still like part of its life, you know. Another big one was my Monstera deliciosa. I don't think I even mentioned anything about that, but yes, I have given away my big Monstera. Actually, no, I didn't. I sold that. I was just not happy with how it was growing. I mean, I really do love Monstera deliciosas, and I have got the variegated Monstera, but actually we've got 2 in the house. So imagine when they both grow and we're going to have like 3 massive Monsteras. Like, we just haven't really got the room for it. I was obsessed with my regular green Monstera for a while, especially when it gave me like this massive, beautifully fenestrated leaf. Unfortunately, that cutting died and I had to chuck it. And then after that, I don't know, I was just kind of fed up with the main plant, and I just decided to get rid of it. Plus, it was just massive and taking up so much room. I think that was it from like the main plants. I also took like multiple Syngonium albo cuttings, and I gave a load of them away as well. But yeah, those are the main ones that I gave away or got rid of this year. Okay, it's now the next day. I ran out of time yesterday, but let's carry on with the next question, which is the plants that I struggled with the most. Okay, so I've got 4 plants that I struggled with the most. One of them again being my adansonii that I mentioned earlier. Yeah, like I said, really struggled with this. I couldn't figure out why it was so unhappy. I think it maybe was the lighting, because now she lives on my window, and I don't know, she seems to finally be happy, and she's got a couple new leaves. Another one here. Yeah, I have got like 4 different plants in this pot. I've taken a lot of cuttings and planted back in, so at least I've got a few to be going on with in case I lose any of the plants. But yeah, the main plant with the bigger leaves is just looking really, really nice, and yeah, I'm really, really pleased with how she's looking. Okay, another one is actually my varicosum, my philodendron varicosum. This one is probably the one that I struggled with the most out of all these 4, because this is my 3rd time with a varicosum, and I don't know what it is. I just can't seem to get on with it, and I actually bought a big beautiful one. I'll show all the pictures. I bought a big beautiful one probably like last year or the start of the year, and it was beautiful, it was big, and I actually chopped it all up and repotted it, and just after that it just went downhill, and this is literally what I'm left with. I actually thought I lost the whole plant, but because all the cuttings and the node cuttings died. But a few months ago I looked in my prop box and I saw this little baby thing, and to my surprise it was my varicosum. So this is my last node cutting left. So yeah, I've also just noticed that this is really thirsty, so I definitely need to water this. So hopefully I can grow this into a beautiful varicosum again, because I really do love the varicosum. I think they're beautiful. Just for some reason they just don't agree with me. Again, I struggled with this quite a lot, and that is my philodendron melanocorysum. Look how baby she is, she's so cute. Her newest leaf is, oh, does this need watering as well? no, her newest leaf is stunning. I just love the new leaves. They come in so pink and orange, just beautiful. I bought my first cutting of the melanochrysum about a couple years ago, 2 years ago I think now. I think the melanochrysum is quite tricky to grow if it's not getting like really high humidity. That's just what was the problem, to be honest. A lot of the leaves were ripped or just had holes in. They just got stuck, but now it lives in my cabinet. Obviously with that high humidity, it loves it, so it's finally looking really nice. I would love to have a big melanochrysum again. They're so stunning. So I don't know if I could just keep it in my cabinet. I mean, oh my goodness, I repotted this a couple months ago, and the roots, there's only 2 plants in here. This is all I have left of my melanochrysum, so I've had to start again, and hopefully it continues to do well. It's doing well at the minute. Yeah, it seems to be loving life. So, but yeah, the melanochrysum, I think for everyone, is just a difficult plant anyway. Okay, one that I have struggled with for a very long time now is, oh, she's literally all over the place. It's actually my begonia maculata, which you wouldn't think, because I mean, look at her now. She is stunning, and look at those backs as well. Oh my goodness. But yeah, believe it or not, I've struggled all year, actually for the past couple years with this plant. But it's literally only been in the last couple months really that she has just taken off, and I'm amazed that she looks like this. Yeah, she's just giving me beautifully big leaves. I am quite obsessed with her right now. Oh, I mean, gorgeous. Yeah, I actually got this plant she seriously needs support because she needs like a stake or something, a trellis. But yeah, I actually got this a few years ago, and probably a little bit smaller than the size she is now, and I actually chopped her up and wanted to make her fuller, but after I chopped her up she just went downhill, and that was just not a good move for her because I struggled with her since. But like I said, a few months ago I just moved her closer to my grow light in my cabinet. Since then she has taken off, and so there's 3 plants in here, and she is constantly giving me leaves. See how many leaves new leaves I've got. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 new leaves coming, which is, no, sorry, I have 4 plants in here, not 3. But yeah, that is just so exciting. I mean, she just looks spectacular in the light as well, especially those backs. I mean, I am obsessed, and yeah, I'm just really, really loving her. But overall, I have really struggled with this plant, but I'm glad to see that she's finally doing well. Okay, the next one is uniquest plant that I either bought or just that I have in my collection. I don't want to repeat the plants too much, but it is one of my uniquest plants. Like I said earlier, is my monkey tail cactus. Yeah, I mean, it speaks for itself really. The fact that it's just so fuzzy, and the fact that I'm even doing this to a cactus is crazy. Yeah, especially mine, it just looks really, really weird. Just such a fun, different plant, and I'm really glad that I have her. Okay, another kind of unique plant, I would say it's unique, it's actually my Monstera dubia. So this is just a cutting that I have. I do have like a whole plant on a moss pole growing, but I don't know, it's quite big, and I will just put a video on the screen of that one. But I just think this plant is quite unique. The fact that it's a shingler, and also as it matures it just kind of like completely changes. It gets fenestrations, it loses that silver, and I also do think this is a really stunning plant, and I just think it's a different Monstera altogether really, and I've been wanting it for a while, so I am really glad to have it. This cutting is not looking too good though, so I don't know. To be honest, I don't think this one will survive, but my other main plant on the pole is doing really well, so at least I have that one. This was just like an extra one in case, you know, the other one didn't survive. So yeah, this one is just not rooting. I've had this in sphagnum for a month now, but you know, we'll see. Another, I'm gonna say, unique plant is this Syngonium Grey Ghost. Kind of fairly newish. Oh my goodness, no way, I've just noticed the roots. So I've only got 2 Syngonium. I've got the Albo, and then I've got this one. I just think this one is, I don't know, it just looks so weird. I mean, the variegation is really, really pretty, but at the same time it just looks so different, and like the variegation is kind of like ill looking. Like it just looks like a sick plant, especially this one. Like, I don't know, it's really beautiful though. So I think it is pretty, but I'm hoping, because like I don't know, altogether it's not like the most beautifulest plant that I've seen, but hopefully as it matures it will start to look a little bit better. But yeah, it's actually quite easy growing. It's always growing a new leaf. This is the newest leaf it's working on at the minute, and they come in really pink as well. As you can see from the last leaf, it's still got that little pink. Yeah, I just think the variegation is really unique, and it's very different from my Albo. Okay, the next question. Ones that surprised me the most. So ones that I didn't expect to love as much as I do, or that just surprised me with how much how much it's grown and how well it's doing. That's actually kind of a hard one. I'm actually going to say this one. Okay, so a little close up. This is my string of spades, and this has just surprised me with how much I love this plant. I just think it is beautiful, especially close up. I mean, look at those silver leaves, and especially the bigger leaves like these two. The bigger they are, I just think they are so beautiful, and I just can't believe how well this is done. Like, this is literally one of my most easiest plants. It is just always growing. I've chopped this a million times, and yeah, this lives down the side of my cabinet, so it really doesn't get that much light apart from like from the inside of my cabinet. But yeah, I'm going to continue to chop this and just make this as full as I can. But I'm just really enjoying the process of growing this and trying to make it look, I don't know, I mean, it just looks like a really jungly viney plant, and I just love it. Okay, so next I think I am going to say my philodendron SP Columbia, or El Guapo, or SP Silver, the plant of many names. This one surprised me in the fact that I thought that I basically lost this plant. I got this a year ago, and it was much bigger. It was extremely beautiful. This was a big wishlist plant of mine, and I finally got it. Was so excited, but unfortunately, completely my fault, it rotted, and I had to chop it right back, and it was just a chunk in my perlite prop box for ages, and I really just thought I'm never going to get it back to what it once was. I'm probably gonna have to buy another one, but I was actually so shocked that it looks like this today. I mean, I did not expect to have a little beautiful plant of this again. I did chop the chunk in half, so I theoretically could have had 2 plants, but unfortunately that died. But at least I have this one plant, and I am literally so grateful because this is one of my favourite plants. I just think it's stunning. I just love those. It just looks so pillowy, and it is just really satisfying to watch every new leaf come and just size up. This one is a crawler as well, so that should start crawling very soon as well, which is exciting. And I also love it in this pot, which I've said a million times. Yeah, so it's just surprised me how much I could love this plant for being so small. But yeah, I'm just really glad that these are more accessible now, because yeah, like I said, stunning. I think those are the ones that surprised me the most, to be honest. I can't really think of any other ones right now. That surprised me. Okay, and then we've got one more question, and that is the ones that I bought that I was disappointed to, which is kind of similar to the ones that I got rid of, because my Begonia Rex that I mentioned earlier, that was one of the plants that as soon as I saw it in the shop, I was like, oh my goodness, that is beautiful. But just a couple months after I bought it, it was just not really doing it for me anymore. So kind of disappointed with that one. I'm gonna make a bold choice here, and I'm actually gonna say my philodendron Mycans. I don't want to say I'm disappointed with her, but I mean, I kind of am, to be honest. I mean, when I first bought her, I was in love. Loved this plant. It's just not done as well as I wanted her to, and I've just had to work very hard to get her to look even kind of nice. I mean, I like that she's getting more fuller up the top. She's sprouting out vines like everywhere, and she is pretty long. She is very gappy in some places, especially all this bit, but that is because of my underwatering, so she just drops all the leaves when I underwater. But yeah, a lot of the leaves, she's really struggled with pests as well, so a lot of the leaves are damaged, and they don't really look that, oh, that one's pretty. They don't really look that great. Actually, this one's gonna need a water. I still do like this plant, but I don't really talk about her that much because she just kind of sits on my cabinet, and that's really about it. Okay, this one I'm definitely gonna say I'm disappointed with, and that is my philodendron Brazil. What the heck? Okay, and now I've only got 2 leaves. Great. I've just got dead leaves all over my desk. Yeah, this honestly, this is, oh my gosh. No. Oh my gosh, are you being serious? I need to seriously take this out of the pot and do something with her, because I haven't even got the words. This is honestly one of my most pathetic looking plants. It's even smaller than when I first bought her, which is, you know, saying something. So I'd definitely say that I am disappointed with her, because she literally hardly ever grows. She has these tiny, ridiculous leaves, and the only other leaves that oh my goodness, that leaf is gorgeous as well. Do you see that? Look how beautiful that is. The only other 2 leaves that she had, just dropped off for no apparent reason. So yeah. Oh, and this actually is also the ones that I struggled with the most, because I struggle with this every year, every day, every month. So, and that is the 3 plants. Was it 3 plants? What's the question? And those are the 3 plants that I was most disappointed with after I bought them. 2 of the plants I didn't buy this year. I think it was last year, but I mean, they still count. I still bought them. I'm still disappointed with them. And that is all the questions, and that is all the plants. I really enjoy making this video. I would definitely like to do this again. So if you have any other questions for a future video, something like this, then please let me know. Yeah, I think that's all for this video. I really hope that you enjoyed. Please give it a like, and I hope to see you soon. See you in my next video. Bye!